This shaky amateur video captures the last moments of 160 Syrian soldiers as they are led across the desert to their death. They had been captured by Islamic State militants who were to show no mercy. The images were shot in late August and they were sent to RFERL's Uzbek service by an Uzbek citizen who claimed that he took part in a massacre that made headlines around the world. Recently, another Uzbek got in touch from Syria. Seen here joking with children, he also uploaded video, introducing himself as 44-year-old Abu Uzman.
I worked for 20 years in law enforcement in the Interior Ministry with the rank of major. After leaving, at my own request, I came to Russia to work. There, Allah gave me faith, showed me the right path, and I came to Syria for jihad. I want to say publicly that for over 20 years, I helped to persecute innocent Muslims in my country. Now, thanks God, I'm in Syria. There are many mujahideen here who have come with their families, their wives and children. Inshallah, we will establish an Islamic State across Central Asia and drive the infidels before us.
Hundreds of others have made the same journey from Central Asia. Uzbekistan has probably provided the greatest number, although these figures are only estimates made by local governments and media. The Tajik Islamic authorities recently issued a fatwa against fighting in Syria or Iraq, but it may have come too late. In late September, the sleepy Tajik village of Chorkishlok found itself at the centre of media attention. From this settlement of just 3,000 inhabitants, 20 men had joined the ranks of the Islamic State militants. Yosin Khan Eshonov told how his 27-year-old son was recruited, like many jihadists, whilst working as a migrant labourer in Russia.
We only learned by chance that he was going to fight in Syria. It came to us completely out of the blue. Later, when he called us, he never said he was taking part in a war. Only once at the beginning he said he was going through training. And when I asked why, he said that he wanted to do a good deed, to make people and children free. But I said that a jihad, when Muslims kill other Muslims, was nothing more than a war. It's terrible. He was stupid. He was deceived.
At the summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, held in Tajikistan in September, Central Asian leaders reaffirmed their commitment to fight terrorism. Many of them have experience of fighting militant groups in their own countries. What worries security officials most is the threat of battle-hardened veterans returning to continue the fight at home.
Islamic State has occupied nearly half of Syria and Iraq. They plan to extend their so-called state not only there, but also to Central Asia and create a caliphate here. They are a bigger threat than the Taliban. Both their activities and potential are more dangerous.
There's nothing new about violent Islamist extremism in Central Asia. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, the Uzbek leader, Islam Karimov, famously kneeled before militants demanding Sharia law. He later confronted them, facing down a series of bombings and shootings with a campaign of repression, which critics said radicalized many moderate Muslims. Recently, the black flag of Islamic State was hung from a bridge in the middle of Tashkent, the Uzbek capital. Central Asian militants have found a new call to arms.